Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, no surprises here, because of course we all know that Janjaweed over everything is the template of Nigeria, and this apparently has cascaded into the health sector as well. As guys, I bring you this: illiterates dominate pharmaceutical businesses in Kano. And who is saying this? Pharmacists Council of Nigeria. So that's the Pharmacist Council of Nigeria making this report. But then, of course, I don't think anybody hearing this will be any surprised. Again, the headline: illiterates dominate pharmaceutical businesses in Kano. Pharmacist Council of Nigeria making the headline. So now let's see how this has been described. The Pharmacist Council of Nigeria, PCN, says the pharmaceutical business in Kano State is dominated by illiterates who endanger the life of people who come to them for drug prescription. The PCN said it discovered this after a field inspection exercise in majority of the local government areas in Kano State. Pharmacist Mrs. Antonia Aruwa, a PCN Director of Inspection and Monitoring, told newsmen that the association visited 65 pharmacies and 931 PPMV shops. So I don't know what PPMV means, but I'm sure that's some sort of like a pharmaceutical acronym. And 931 PPMV shops during the 3-day exercise, and discovered that most of the medicine stores are owned by non-professionals who operate without any form of education. So any form of education is what is being said here. So they're not even saying that they're not qualified pharmacists. They are saying they have no form of education. The headline, of course, said illiterates. So absolute stark illiterates are prescribing medicines for ailments in Kano. Anyway, I digress, and let's carry on. She said the council sealed off 677 premises comprising 41 pharmacies and 636 PPMV shops for not registering or renewing their premises licenses as required by the law bordering PCN mandate. 15 compliance directives were issued to 3 pharmacies and 12 PPMVs for lapses. So these are her words. These are the exact words of the lady Antonia, Pharmacy Antonia. So in her words, observations from the field indicate that many stakeholders open medicine stores at will without recourse to regulations. Some could not write or read in English, which makes one wonder how they are able to give the right medicine to the right patients. Overall, there is a displayed lack of understanding of the fact that handling of medicine is firstly a professional service before consideration of the business component. The PCN will follow the process through to provide required guidance to improve the level of service delivery in Kano State. Those affected will be corrected and guided, and those who meet the requirements will be allowed to remain in the pharmaceutical business, Aruwa said. So they will be corrected and guided, of course. I mean, the correction, and I think these people, they're just trying to protect the investment that these people might have made in the shops that they have opened, and they also have the understanding that, look, the moment they leave, these people will just reopen their shop, because of course the Fulanis, they have no regard for law or anything like that. They just think it's a nonsense, really, that this is something that just agitates the mind of the Southerners, and it doesn't really apply to them. So rather than leave them to their own devices, they are going to supervise them through setting up a business in the pharmaceutical industry, and that template is almost likely to look like having a supervising pharmacist supervise all of these stores, and then they can have a business investment, and they can then give training to whoever mans those shops to say that, look, this is how to conduct yourself and this is what the requirement of the industry is. But really, what status really a stark illiterate can barely, not, I would look at me, I was about to say can barely read or write in English. The woman said they can absolutely, without any function at all, read or write in English. So, I mean, not being able to read or write in English is not in itself illiteracy. But then, of course, Nigeria is an English-speaking country, and all of the medicines, at least a good 80% of the medicines in circulation in Nigeria, they are worded in English. So how can somebody that can, and when they say they cannot read and write, then you wonder how they are then able to dispense. So they just look at the person, they say, oh, your eyes is a bit yellow. This was what Amina used 2 weeks ago, so you go and try it. If you leave, you leave, and if you don't, well, too bad. You know, it's just crass, but it's this jam Jawid thing, you see, and this cascades all the way through the Nigerian system. All of these people that they will appoint into positions that is beyond their capacity or cranial function is what has then vested on the Nigerian state to set it rapidly backwards in the way that that country is regressing sharply. Poverty capital of the world was what we are alarming about last year, and we're used to that now. But then, of course, I'm sure it wouldn't stop there. It will still cascade further and further because, of course, the pandemic would have knocked the economy. And that is not to say that these people will stop looting and try and help people out. They will still continue to loot at the same level that they have been looting. But then, of course, the money is coming into the country. The economy of the country has contrasted. So a contrasted economy, but with the same volume of corruption, means only one thing, which is hardship for the people. And that hardship, this example that the pharmacists have gone to Kano to highlight, is a synopsis of the malaise that afflicts that country. This is really where the problem is. Wrong people in wrong positions, and this is usually the Janjaweeds. Conversations in the comment section. The pharmacist in Kano State cannot at all read and write in English. Imagine that. But do not imagine that you've had confirmation from the Nigerian Pharmacist Association. Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Then one advice, if you're ill, never go to a pharmacist in a Kano State because you do that at your own risk. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.